Welcome to the SPCA Albrecht Center for Animal Welfare in Aiken, South Carolina, the CSRA's only local, nonprofit, no-kill animal shelter. We have been saving lives since 1935. For 87 years, the SPCA Albrecht Center has sustained its mission to improve the lives of companion animals by rehoming abused, abandoned, and neglected pets, while fighting for their well-being through vigorous legislative efforts, humane education, and by offering affordable veterinary care for all. Ultimately, we envision a world in which every animal has a safe and loving home, access to quality veterinary care, and where the unfailing love and devotion of a companion animal is valued. The SPCA Albrecht Center began in 1935 by a group of wealthy, philanthropic winter residents who saw a need to rescue overburdened mules. With officers and a committee in place, our founders went to work to improve the lives of these neglected animals, offering leather harness covers for mules and stainless bits in exchange for the old rusty ones. Through this work, it was clear to our founders that mules were not the only animals seeking a safe haven from the hands of some humans. Thus, the mission evolved to rescuing small companion animals, and a small half-dozen kennel shelter was built on Banks Mill Road. The work and compassion of our founders quickly became generational. For example, Bob Tracy Young and Harry Paul Young joined the efforts in the 1960s, the father and grandfather of current board member Steve Young. It was clear that these efforts had touched the lives of many animal-loving community members. With the SPCA's growing mission, we moved to a larger facility on Wire Road in the 1980s. This building, which allowed for many more animals to be saved, would be our home and the temporary home for many homeless and neglected animals for the next 30-some years. During this time, the SPCA Albrecht Center began its partnership with the City of Aiken, housing their strays, neglect, and abuse cases, as well as providing offices, equipment storage, medical facilities, and administrative functions for the city. However, the SPCA is not government funded, but relies on this partnership to assist in the pet overpopulation issue in Aiken, South Carolina. Around this time, the SPCA also became involved with animal welfare legislation, assisting on a municipal level on behalf of animals in need. This legislation involved dog registration, spay and neuter, and tethering bills, and would later result in the SPCA's assistance on a state level and a visit from Governor McMaster in 2019 for the ceremonial signing of a progressive animal protection bill, S-105. The work our organization was doing was momentous, but in 2011, a devastating fire, which started in the facility's dryer, would destroy the Wire Road building. Luckily, that historic night, all of the animals were saved. And thanks to the incredible work of staff members, volunteers, board members, and supporters, the life-saving work didn't miss a beat despite catastrophe. As fate may have it, the SPCA Albrecht Center had already been working on a capital campaign to open a new forever home on Willow Run Road. This 2-year campaign was supported by more than 450 animal-loving citizens and organizations throughout the community. The shortness of the campaign and the enthusiastic support behind it was, and continues to be, a tribute to the generosity of all of our citizens in the CSRA region. In the fall of 2012, the SPCA Albrecht Center we all know and love today opened its doors. The new 22,000 square foot facility was designed by architect Steve Jensen, a noted animal shelter architect. But it wasn't the building that was most impressive, but the intention of the new building. This new space was created with the purpose of going no-kill, meaning we do not euthanize healthy adoptable animals for space. With the support of our community, this goal was achieved quickly, and we remain no-kill to this day. When you enter the doors of the new and improved SPCA Albrecht Center, you are greeted by numerous cats and small domestic animals like rabbits and hamsters waiting to be adopted. All of our adoptable animals are spayed or neutered, fully vaccinated with age-appropriate vaccines, and microchipped to ensure a happy, healthy life post-adoption. Some even get friendly roommates to keep them company. The Kitty Cat Castle holds all of our available cats. However, there are many more animals awaiting their turn on the adoption floor in the back in holding. For example, cat adoption only holds about half of the approximately 150 cats in our care at one time. Cat adoption is also home to 2 cat colony rooms where friendly cats coexist and spend time with our cat care volunteers and visitors. In 2021, the SPCA took in over 740 cats, finding loving, forever homes for 95% of them. Dog Adoption Wing houses about 25 of the 40 to 50 dogs in our care. Each room provides a coranda bed, food, water, and toys in rooms without the traditional metal enclosures, inviting supporters to spend quality time with each of our animals, in addition to being animal-centric, with each animal having views to the outside. Audio and aromatherapy are also used to help calm our animals while in a shelter setting, while staff and volunteers take time daily to provide enrichment and outdoor time as a break from their rooms. Every year, our incredible team of nearly 200 volunteers generously donates over 10,000 hours of their time to dog walking, cat care, read and relax, fostering, and more. Thanks to these combined efforts, in 2021, the SPCA took in over 450 dogs, finding loving, forever homes for 95% of them. Attached to the shelter is the MARR Education and Training Center, providing space for humane education classes to students in the community, event rental space for additional life-saving revenues, as well as a place to work with hard-to-place dogs on training to ensure a successful start in their new home. This shelter dog training program, called Fido University, began in 2012 with the help of an innovation grant from the Pedigree Foundation and was one of the first new life-saving programs to begin our no-kill journey in the new facility. Fido University is a comprehensive training program designed to increase adoption rates and dramatically improve the standard of living for our dogs. As a no-kill shelter, this is of constant concern. It is not enough to offer these animals life. It is our responsibility to see that they have a life worth living while inside the shelter and have every opportunity for success in a permanent home. At Fido U, our volunteers are the trainers, schooling their selected canine students in basic training and readying their furry friend for real life outside of the shelter walls. The SPCA is not just an animal shelter, but also a resource center for the community's personal pets, with the opening of a Spay-Neuter clinic turned full-service, affordable veterinary care center in 2016. The state-of-the-art nonprofit vet care center provides complete veterinary care, including spay-neuter surgeries, vaccinations, exams, heartworm testing, flea and tick prevention, microchipping, and more for privately owned pets. 100% of generated revenue supports the SPCA's ongoing mission. With experienced full-time vets, certified vet techs, and vet assistants, the SPCA's Vet Care Center provides basic vet care to thousands of personal pets every year. In 2021, the Vet Care Center provided community pets and our shelter animals with 3,107 spay-neuter surgeries, 2,506 heartworm tests, 1,923 microchips, 413 Community Cat TNR surgeries, and 14,998 vaccines. The SPCA also operates a membership-only dog park as a way to further bring together pets and their people. Another innovative way the SPCA has furthered its mission is by operating an area thrift store since the mid-1980s. This store has had many locations, but found its newest home in the Mitchell Shopping Center in Aiken in 2019. The thrift store exists as a vital source of revenues to provide vet care and supplies to the homeless shelter animals in our care. As a nonprofit organization that does not receive government funding nor assistance through the ASPCA, The SPCA Albrecht Center works every day to achieve their mission through their values of integrity, knowledge, commitment, and respect. These values have been upheld for the past 87 years, with many more life-saving years to come. This is why the SPCA Albrecht Center was recognized by Miranda Lambert's Mutt Nation Foundation as a top shelter in the United States in 2019. As history has proved, the SPCA Albrecht Center, with the support of our animal-loving community, will do whatever it takes to ensure a brighter future for pets in need. Help the SPCA Albrecht Center continue its mission and remain no kill for the community's homeless and neglected animals by joining us in our efforts. Adopt, donate, volunteer today. Thank you for loving our animals.